What's up? Matt from Trackside here. So today I've got a big change for the car, or a small change actually, and I'm fitting smaller wheels, 13-inch wheels to the car. I personally think all these old Fords look much better on 13-inch wheels, and it's something that I've wanted to do, and every time I've looked at the car previously, it's just something that's bugged me about the car, just not thinking the wheels look right. And the only reason I didn't change it was because it meant changing all the brakes to smaller brakes, but I decided that it was something that had to be done. So these are some 13x8 Revolution wheels, and I've got some new Toyo R888R tyres, which are a 225/45/13. So as you can see, they fit the wheel much better, and there's no stretch to them. It's the recommended tyre size for that wheel, so should be better for performance. And yeah, to me now that looks how it should look. I'm sure there's going to be people that don't really get it, but yeah, for me that finally looks right. So I'm really happy with the look of it, and the smaller wheel is going to gear the car down. Here I am testing it out at Thruxton circuit, and immediately you could feel that the car was pulling better. With the shorter gearing, and there's no real difference in braking performance, because you're actually increasing the performance of the brake kind of by running a smaller wheel, because there's less leverage on the brake, so it's less force to actually bring the wheel to a stop. So I didn't actually lose any braking performance, I just gained some acceleration. But what I realised pretty quickly was that it didn't really work in the way that I was hoping, because I was running out of gears and having to change into 6th gear sooner, and the car still just won't pull 6th gear, and it won't go much over sort of this speed, which is the top speed. I think it's just hitting some kind of like aerodynamic dam at just over 100 miles an hour, and it's just not able to push through it. That's my theory anyway, just with the amount of power that it's running. Alright, so just been having a play around with the camber, and then using the heat laser sensor to basically measure across the tyre to see the rear tyres were hotter on the inside and the front tyres were hotter on the outside. So I took a bit of camber off the rear so I can just set that up level and see roughly what I got. I'm about 1.7 at the rear now at 26 psi. Just going to go out again now, and then I'll check the front again. this one's 2 degrees hotter on the outside, so that means I need a little bit more camber on the front, so I'll do that and have another go. I've also been informed multiple times that you're not allowed to time lapse on track days, and if you zoom in on my lap timer there, which is right in the middle of the screen, you'll see that it's not timing the lap on the screen. It's just set to dash mode, which shows speed, engine, temp, all the same stuff as the dash because it's connected directly to my ECU, so it's not counting as I'm driving around, but it is obviously recording everything and a lot more as well. So I'm going to go into Race Studio 3 now, which is comes with it's like the AIM software that comes with it, and I'll show you what you can do with all the data and what it records. So as well as making adjustments to the camera settings and tyre pressures, I was also messing around with the rear anti-roll bar stiffness. So I swapped that to the softer setting and also then played around with the clickers on the front, going from hard to soft, just trying to get the back of the car to feel more planted and stable. The car tends to oversteer quite easily, and I wanted to try and improve on that, and I got it all the way to the point where I was getting no oversteer and starting to experience some understeer, and that's not a sensation that I like at all. I would much rather have the car step out of the rear a little bit than the front go. I feel like you can stay on your line even if the back of the car has stepped out, whereas when the car understeers it just pushes you offline, and I just personally don't like it. Okay, so this is a look at Race Studio 3, which is the AIM software for looking at your data that you've recorded with the Solo 2 DL, which I have. And these are 3 of the sessions which I've uploaded with the best times from each session: a 1:34.9, 1:35.2 and a 1:35.5. So what I can do is click on one of these, and then this is giving me all the things that my ECU is reading down here, and I can move this along this graph and see these values change, and it's showing me where I am on the circuit around here. I can move this little dot around. For some reason my AFR, I've got a wideband AFR that's connected. It's an external one that connects to the ECU, but I put a new sensor on it and it just fails after a few weeks, so I'm not sure what's going on with there. So my AFR is not actually working. Another thing I've noticed just from looking at this, my battery voltage, I noticed that when the car was sat idling it stalled when the fan came in, which I thought was a bit strange. And just from looking at this, I've seen that my battery voltage, where's it gone there, is quite low. Potentially got an issue there I need to look at. So that's this screen. Again, I'm sure there's loads more you can do on this screen. I've only had a quick look at it. I'm just giving you a quick view. This one's really interesting. This is the gives you the track split up into different sections. Then it shows you your best time through each section, and then I can hover over each one and it will show me my line, so I can see my best line was there. This corner actually at the end of the straight is always tricky, and I've always felt like it feels quicker if you come outside here and then cut in, but you can see that it's way slower, and the fastest line, my best there, is actually keeping all the way in tight all the way around there. So that's pretty interesting. Again, that's just a quick look at that. I'm not really sure what this is. This one of the most interesting ones for me, shows all your split times. So it's the split sections, the track split up into 18 sections. It's giving you your time over each one of these sections, and then it shows you your line here as well. And you can see the distance of each line you've taken, where it's shorter, where it's longer. And it also gives you your best theoretical lap time based on all the lines you've taken. So the best lap I could have done through this session with the lines I took was a 1:34.29. My best was a 1:34.9, so that's over half a second quicker by just changing a few of the lines. And then I can look and see on here which one of these match up with which lap here, and I can then look at this map and see where I need to be to create that best lap there of a 1:34.29, which is basically what the car is capable of with me behind the wheel based on the lines I was taking. So that I found really interesting. And then I can also, if I go back to this and select, I can add different sessions into this. So if I put them all in, so now I can see the best lines of all of those. So it shows me every one of them. And then I can also remove these and leave the best lap times of each session, and then look at the lines. I don't know what this is all about, but yeah, as you can see, there is just a huge amount of information that you can learn from, all recorded on this. As I said, I've just uploaded this and I'm just quickly having a look over it, so I don't know what I'm doing at all. I was just giving you a quick look at it and showing you what you can do with that information and how you can use it to potentially get a bit quicker. That's going to be it for this one. Cheers for watching. See you on the next one.